Howdy, hey, how is everybody doing? And welcome back to Disney Daily. I have been getting a lot of positive feedback in regards to my interesting fact videos, whether it be on characters, movies, or the parks. So here it is, another one for you guys. It is 5 interesting facts you didn't know about Monsters, Inc. Number 5. Now, for Mike, his one eye is signature, and for Sully, it's his fur coat with the wild blue hair and purple polka dots. It appears both realistic and flawless on camera, but what most people might not know is how much time, effort, and money went into bringing our favorite fluff ball to life. It is reported that it took 12 hours to animate just a single strand of hair. Now, because technology wasn't advanced enough, Pixar had to actually develop a new program that was specifically devoted to the movement of Sully's hair, so it definitely ended up speeding up the process. Additionally, did you know that Sully has more than 2.3 million strands of hair? Number 4. Boo from Monsters, Inc. has a real name, and it's actually Mary. She was named after her voice actress Mary Gibbs, and if you look closely, you can see the name Mary on Boo's drawing in the film. Now, at the time of recording, the voice actress was so young that recording in one spot was very difficult for her. So creators decided to follow around the little girl and record whatever she would say while playing. Afterwards, they would basically stitch together the lines they collected from Mary's babbling, and that is what is used in the film. Number 3. Now, speaking of voice acting, this fact will probably throw you through a loop. Bob Peterson, who voiced Roz, our favorite leader of the CDA, is actually connected to several other Pixar character favorites. Peterson has also voiced Doug and Alpha from Up, the hilarious Mr. Ray from Finding Nemo, the janitor from Toy Story 3, and Chick Hicks from Cars 3. Number 2. Some of the original drafts for the movie were completely different from the final product. One draft, for example, had Sully as a janitor and Mike was completely non-existent. Another script had Mike and Sully, but Mike was actually Randall's assistant. And one of the last scripts that I'll mention that didn't make the final cut is one of my favorites. In this version, George Sanderson, the monster we know from the 2319 fiasco, was supposed to be an inept monster who couldn't scare, and it was actually Boo who was supposed to teach him how. Number 1. In animation, most actors and actresses record their lines separate from one another. Most of the time, it won't even be the same day, same time, or even the same location. But when it came to Monsters, Inc., it was a completely different experience. Billy Crystal was so adamant about doing his lines with John Goodman that they ended up recording together. I think this was one of the best decisions ever made because even though Mike and Sully are animated, I feel their chemistry really came through. Well, that concludes this episode of Disney Daily. My question for you all is a creative one, and it is, what would you like to see in another Monsters, Inc. movie? I personally would like to see what happens when Boo is all grown up, or perhaps Mike and Sully with kids, but what would you guys like to see? As always, thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily. Until next time.